And we're live, everybody. Welcome to La Cultura Podcast. I'm your host, Amar Real. And today I'm going to be talking about something I've seen around on Twitter and on Snapchat. As a lot of y'all know, Black Eyed Peas has been doing a lot of Latin music lately, and they've been doing very well with it. There's a lot of backlash that I've seen on Snapchat and Twitter that I want to talk about. Some haters that are saying that they shouldn't be in the Latin charts, and the reason why they're getting into Latin music is because they can't be successful in the English market. I don't know. Um, I really don't know how I feel about those comments, but I will say I do dig their music, especially the music that they've been putting as of late. When it comes to reggaeton, a lot of people are kind of debating that the latest song that they had that's made number one on the iTunes charts, "Girl Like Me" with featuring Shakira, is more of like a Afro beat. But nonetheless, I mean, they're really vibing with the Latin community, and that's really what I want to talk about is how our music culture is starting to, I guess, get inside the English speaking market. Um, a lot of people have heard artists like Drake Bell. I don't know if anybody's seen the Drake and Josh series on Disney back in the day, but Drake Bell is a like an independent singer now, and he's come out with a song like Diosa, and there was another one that did really well, especially very well in Mexico. But yeah, it's like all of his English speaking songs got like 100,000 views or something like that. But then his song Diosa I think got around 2 million. So he's getting more love from the Latin community, especially when you read the comments. So yeah, so there's a lot of people that are a little upset that I don't know if it's mostly Twitter and Snapchat. I think it's ridiculous that there's that's a big reason why I'm doing this podcast because I see a lot of Latin news on Snapchat. I really don't like. I think it's trash. I think it kind of just bottles Latinos and Hispanics like in a way that shows that we're very monolithic in the way we are. Like all of us throw chancletas at each other and stuff, or all of our parents do that when we're a lot bigger and a lot more diverse than that. Although that's a huge thing within a lot of Hispanics is just in Latinos, but I don't think that just sums us all. Um, but yeah, so I just want to go over this article that came out on Variety because I found it interesting that I thought the first time I heard Black Eyed Peas, and I really love Black Eyed Peas, I'm a big fan of theirs. I thought it was really cool seeing them doing some reggaeton music, and I was like, oh snap! Like I think the first time I heard them do it was Ritmo, and I really love that song, and I thought it was kind of cool. Um, cool sounding, and then they started making more, and then they released a whole album like that where they have features like El Alfa and Nicky Jam, and I really dig that album. Probably my favorite album of the summer. I would say almost the year when it comes to reggaeton. I don't know. People might shoot me for that, but that's just uh my preference. Oh yeah, so let's get into this article, right? Let me so Variety, Will I Am. I started digging around to see what the whole motivation was behind them getting into this. And a lot of people were saying, "Oh yeah, because they can't hit it in the English market, they suck now." So they went over and tried to get into the Latin market, and I'm not mad about it. But I thought it was interesting, so I looked up into it, and I found this article from Variety where Will I Am pretty much opens up about pop music. So yeah, let's get into it. Right here in Variety, Will I Am says, according to Will, music is experiencing a different Latin explosion with Maluma, J Balvin, Bad Bunny, Daddy Yankee, and more than the one in the '90s. The Ricky Martins, the Enrique Iglesias, they were really important for the Latin takeover, but they had to sing in English to have success. And this is true. All we all know songs like Bailamos put into English, kind of Spanglish. Living La Vida Loca, La Vida Loca that Ricky Martin that was noticeably hit that had the Latin sounds, but it was mostly sung in English. Yeah, so like you said, but they had to sing English. Even Shakira's from that era where Shakira had to sing in English. Now these guys are F English, bro. It's a new world. He goes on to say, he elaborated that these artists are selling out stadiums in most regions of the world in a way that most US pop stars can't. That's true. I mean, these artists are huge worldwide. I mean, they go and sell out in Peru, in Europe, all over Asia. It's crazy. Um, so there's a new pop machine, Will said. There's a new icon, and your teenage daughter likes Maluma. I think that's true because I see a lot of young kids that aren't even Hispanic or Latino or whatever you like to label anybody in the Latin culture. listening to Bad Bunny and all these Hispanic artists. More for Miley Cyrus to play stadiums. Miley Cyrus needed Disney, and Miley Cyrus needed songs. The Latin community is such a freaking amazing community that their superstars know their songs. Pop is not that loyal. Ooh, what a blow to Pop. They said Pop is not that loyal. I wonder what he means by that. The article ends there, but I mean that pretty much answers my question as to why Will decided to go Black Eyed Peas Latin. Um, I'm excited about it. I'm a huge fan of theirs, but I think it's interesting how he said that the pop industry is not loyal. They were huge when they were up on top of their game back when they had Fergie, and they've tried to make more music in between, but it's kind of like they were only able to hop on certain features, and even then, it's kind of like just Will I Am with with notable pop stars like Bieber when Bieber was, I mean, he's still putting out music, but when he was in his I guess his come up. And Black Eyed Peas have kind of just showed up here and there with a few songs, but nothing big. They had a song called "Be Nice," and it came out like a year ago, about a year and a half ago, and it didn't do so well. I think it only got like around 2 million views or something for the first 4 months. It could be a higher count now just because of their latest album that came out and the music they've been putting out. But I think Will's right. And I don't blame him for trying to get into the Latin, the Latin pop, Latin urban side of things. I mean, the views speak for themselves. The charts speak for themselves. He's number one in iTunes. I don't know if they're still sitting at that tier right now, but yeah, pretty interesting. I want to know what all you guys think about that because what first grabbed my attention to this was I think it's calling Me Too, like MITU. Uh, some cool funny stuff. They'll share some TikTokers in there, some Latin TikTokers there that are pretty funny. But for the most part, I think they're just trying to like over centralize the stereotypes of Hispanics and which is, I mean, like their stereotypes exist for a reason, but I just think it's very like, yo, not everybody thinks that way, or everybody, Latinos listen to other types of music too as well. So I think that pretty much sums up about what I want to talk about here. I'd like to know what you guys think. Please comment, subscribe, and please hit the notification bell because that helps a lot. I noticed as of late, subscribing really, I mean, it helps, but at the same time, it doesn't really do much for the channels and the channel's growth. So yeah, I would like to know what you guys want to hear me talk about. These are just things that pop in my head and that I want to express. And I really wish I wanted somebody to kind of hop on here. If you ever want to hop on a live with me anytime, you don't have to be some like known somebody. I just like to have conversation. I think this episode alone, it's really short, would have been cool to have somebody in here chiming in with me about what they think about all this. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Please subscribe and hit that bell. Until next time, I'll see you guys. I'll be posting up videos during the weekdays at night, and I'll see where I'm getting the most traffic, where people are most likely to tune in or be able to see this. So peace out, guys. God bless.